uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
And
and shame
shame
the
the
devil.
devil.
I
All right, all
love
right, all
being
right.
black.
Come on in, people. Come on in. This is live, uncut, unedited, women only, women only. I want to hear from the women tonight. I want to hear from the women tonight, people. We're going live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the
You already
devil.
know what it
We
is.
want to talk about our
Live,
DL brothers out
uncut,
here.
unedited.
All right,
Tell
come
the
on
truth
in, come on
and
in.
shame the
Live,
devil.
uncut,
I love
unedited.
being
Come on
black.
in. I love being black. Come on in, my brothers and my sisters. Women only tonight. Women only tonight. Women only tonight. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Women only, women only, women only tonight. All right, we want to talk about how can you identify a DL brother? How can you identify a DL brother? Come on in, people. Come on in. This is live, uncut, and unedited. Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. I need my sisters to come on in. Come on in. This is going to be a great, great, great lesson tonight. We're going to learn something tonight. We're going to learn some secrets tonight. And I want to hear from these women. I tell you, these women always tell me, ain't no good men out there. They on the DL and all that. Well, let's see if you can identify one. We got a video to show. A young lady put on social media back in March. She said that 15 ways to identify a DL brother. 15 ways. My goodness. People, this is live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come
You
on
already
in.
know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut,
And what?
unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil. I love being
All right.
black.
I love being black. I love being
I
black.
love being
Come on in,
black.
ladies. Make sure y'all text your girlfriends in this because I need all women on it. No men. No men tonight. No men tonight. No trans, nothing. All biological men. That's what I'm looking for. Biological. I'm not looking for no biological. Nothing. I'm looking for all women. Biological women. I'm sorry. Biological women. All right. Look at my friend Jazz. She said when they go toe to toe with you, disrespect women as if they have a vendetta. Oh my God. Ooh wee. All right, I got y'all young ladies on here, boy. Y'all better comment. Cause listen, I want to hear from the women tonight. Call in. Now, man, you can comment in the message. We talking about DL brothers, women only. I'll tell you. Oh, some of y'all gonna love this conversation, boy. Oh my God. Somebody said the way they flip their hands when talking, I feel a man only wears his wedding ring, basically. Okay. Oh man, this is some stuff, boy. Listen. Somebody gonna be mad tonight. Somebody gonna get exposed tonight. My goodness, boy. Somebody gonna get exposed tonight. Woo! They gonna be mad at Martin Johnson. Don't be mad at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm gonna let the women tell their stories. I got a video down here. This lady gonna speak. She gonna tell. She says 15 ways, 15 signs a man may be on the down low. My goodness, people. Woo! This gonna be deep. This gonna be deep, people. This gonna be deep. I need at least 5 more ladies to call in now. Well, actually, I'm gonna play the video first, but I want you to warm y'all up. Remember, I want females only. Females only. Females only now. That's it. I don't want no men calling in. You can comment on the comment section. No transgenders at all. I want biological women call in only. Yeah. Kanika, what's going on? I see you. All right. Tiana, Miss Johnson, what's going on? I see you. All right. I'll tell you. All right. Some of y'all women gonna love this. Y'all ain't got no man, no husband either. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Y'all gonna go in on the man tonight. I already know. I already know what y'all gonna do. I know it. It's gonna be woo, Lord have mercy. I got it, man. I'm just gonna sit here and take it. Y'all know I might interrupt a little bit. All right, the way they flip their hands when talking, I feel like man only wears his underwear ring. Basically, okay, I read that already. All right, Sharice on here tonight on Ronnie Johnson. Oh Lord, tonight it's a Fish Fry Friday. All right, I tell you, we can. Hey,
Tell the truth
and what?
and shame the devil.
What we gonna do tonight, ladies? If you find your man in this category, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me a long time ago. I didn't put you together and I can't break you, and I ain't gonna break you up. It's your decision tonight. So this ain't about breaking nobody up, breaking no couples up. This is not about that at all. This is not about that at all. I need callers, I need women callers only. Women only, no men. No men tonight. So this ain't about breaking the household, people. This is about this is about letting us know what's going on. All right. I'm going to get a few more minutes. I got two women. I need some new callers, people. Let me put that number up there, 872-299-0808. Come on, ladies. Y'all always talk about ain't no men out here. Ain't no men out here. And then they on it, you know, now this is your opportunity, right, to tell me, how can you identify a DL brother? I'm telling you. And he might be your husband. Might be your son. Might be your boyfriend. Who knows? Who knows who it might be? There go the number on the screen, people. The number is on the screen. 15 signs a man may be on the DL. Oh, man, men going to be mad at me tonight, but I got to tell the truth. And what?
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
All right. All right, I need some new callers. Call in, people. All right, I'm going to go for about 3 more minutes. All right, the number's up on the screen. Call in, people. I need women call in. Women only. Women only. If you trans, I don't need no trans women. I need women only. Biological women only.
Has joined.
That's what I want. Biological women only. All right. I got another 2 more minutes. Less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes and some change. Come on, people. We're going to start this video. We're going to start it. And y'all do me a favor. Make sure you guys share this video. Tag somebody in it while we're waiting. Tag somebody. Help me out. Help me out, people. Help me out. Help me out. Call in tonight, friend. Call in. Call in. Call, friend. Call, friend. I need you. I need the women to call in. Call, friend. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the number. That's the number right here. I want you to call. Call. I want to hear from you. And women, I need y'all to act like I'm not here. Do your thing. I ain't getting mad at nobody. I might interject a little now and then, ask you a question or two, but act like I'm not here. That's all I want to do. I'm going to ask the question, put it out there. I need you guys to call on in. This is live on Cut. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 people, at least 5 people. All right, people, I got a minute and something before I get started with this video.
I'm sharing.
Share it, people. Share it in your box. It's 15 ways, 15 signs a man may be on a DL. I tell you. Now, listen, I'm not saying this. You go home and call your man a name. I'm not doing it. I'm not bringing dissension. I didn't put you together. I ain't going to break you up. That's all. I'm just going to let you ladies know. No, listen, hey, I don't get nothing out of breaking homes up. I don't break up homes, whether they're happy or not happy. I don't do that. That ain't never been my skilo, as I may use, and I'm not going to do it today. All I want to do is tell the truth and shame the devil. That's all I want to do. And by the way, people, I want to make an announcement. A dear friend of mine, she is having a T-shirt party, I would say. And it's May 18th and 19th at 545 South Harvey. That's in Oak Park, Illinois. It's on my page. So if you need to go back, make sure you, she's on the west side. So where all my west siders, go support this dear sister. She's a good friend of mine, a longtime friend. We in the same business as selling, reselling, and selling. So again, that address is May 18th and 19th. That starts tomorrow at 845 South Harvey, Oak Park, Illinois. It's from 10 to 6. She got all types of designs, rhinestones, and everything. Trust me, some of you poor guys probably seen it at some of these festivals around the Chicagoland and out of town. But all right, we're going to get ready to get started. We're going to get ready to get started. All right. Let me play this video. All right, video, let's get started. All right, let me start this video. Boom.
All of them singularly are. So I'm going to give you 15 signs that the person you're dealing with or a man might be on a DL. Not all of them singularly are indicative that a person is on a DL, but if they're coupled with multiple things on this list, then he's more than likely on a DL. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to humiliate anyone or expose anyone. I'm sorry I had to remake this video, but I had to make sure I give you the nitty gritty. He's super aggressive and super violent. That is a huge trait of men on a DL. But I will say this, not all men on the DL are violent. I know of a person that's on the DL right now, and that man is super respectful to women. He absolutely loves women. He just ain't came out yet. Number 2, a revolving door of new friends that came out of nowhere. And they just professing this love for this friend, and you like, where the hell did they come from? This person I was dealing with always had a revolving door of new friends that he loved so much, and I used to wonder, where the hell did that person come from? Number 3, inappropriate friendships. The friends are acting more like they're in relationships with them than they are friends. The friends acting super jealous about them, and they acting super jealous about their friend when it comes to their dating partners or just anything in general. Number 4, hiding friends from you, but they talk about them all the time. You've never met them and you never talk to them. Something is up with that. And a lot of DL dudes would do that because they don't want you to get around that person and peep out that they have an inappropriate relationship. Number 5, being in spaces where homosexuality is the lifestyle and being in those spaces frequently. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like heterosexual men can't be friends with gay people. But if a man is claiming to be heterosexual and constantly is being in spaces where homosexuality is the lifestyle, like gay clubs all the time, something's going on with that man. Number 6, pay attention to his mannerisms. Something that I kind of thought was weird, but I didn't really speak much on, was his mannerisms. He always had his hands up, like pooching his lips in pictures and stuff that look kind of odd sometimes. So pay attention to the mannerisms. This is not always indicative of being on a DL, but it can be coupled with other things on the list. Pay attention to the friends list. If his social media has a lot of gay men, trans women, and stud-like women on there, something's going on with that. I remember going through the friend list one time, and somebody's caption on their page that was liking all their pictures was a DL nigga in the blank state that I lived in at the time, looking for DL eggplant. This is the caption of a person that was liking all that man's pictures. Y'all do the math. Another thing that could possibly be indicative that a man is on the DL is they have no preference. And I'm not talking about the way a person looks or their type. I'm talking about or height and color, not this stuff. Like, they don't care about having sex with an old person, a young person, a crackhead, a disabled person, somebody just extremely obese, and just any type of person. If they're willing to have sex with young, old women that look like men, like, they probably will sleep with a man because they probably have a spirit of perversion. Number 9, pay attention to their perversions and sexual kinks. If a person is only wanting to do backyard sex with you and you have an entry that is perfectly functioning, something is going on. If a person wants to watch other men when they have sex with you, something is going on. Number 10, I know I just said this, but backyard sex. If you into backyard sex, that's your thing. But there is something going on with a man that only wants to have sex with you in the backyard when you have a perfectly functioning other entry. So you meaning to tell me you only want my backyard? Something's going on with that, sis. Number 11, their views on women. If they only view women in a negative light, always speaking negatively about women, always bashing women, like, if you feel this way about women, then why are you with one? You obviously need a man. Number 12, constantly seeking male validation and approval. This could be a father wound, but this coupled with many other things on this list is more than likely he is DL. He got some things going on, because there's no way that you going out your way to strive for male validation when you claim that you like women. That is crazy. Number 13, always concerned with who is gay and who is on the DL. If you are not gay, then what does it matter if somebody's gay? Because you ain't planning on sleeping with them, is you? See, yeah, that big fat red flag. The person that I was dealing with, I always knew about who was on the DL, and I was always wondering, how in the world do you know? Number 14, always in competition with women. Hate to see women successful, hate to see women doing good, and always want to win against some woman. Something is going on with that. Not necessarily always meaning that the man is DL, but like I said with the other points, if it's coupled with multiple things on this list, that man is more than likely on the down low. Number 15. And I know a lot of y'all have heard some men say this, that they're battling demons. This is not always indicative that a man is on the DL, but a lot of times that man is not battling demons, and the demon he is battling is the fact he can't accept that he gay. So y'all pay attention to these signs. Ask God for discernment and pray. When you start dating or dealing with people, you got to ask God what's going on with the heart of that man. So y'all be well, stay prayed up, and protect yourself most of all.
All right, people, this is live, uncut, unedited. Woo! She said a whole lot. Now don't be on here cussing now, y'all. Yeah. She said a whole lot. I mean, she said a whole lot. Lord have mercy. She said a whole lot. My goodness. She said a whole lot. I hope y'all sharing this video. Woo, Lord have mercy. I want to hear from ladies only. Call in, ladies. Hold on, young lady. Hold it. Hold it, baby. You're gonna get a chance. We gotta do things in order now. I'm looking for ladies to call in, ladies only. Tell me what y'all think. What y'all, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. What y'all think? What you think about this? And is there some truth in this or something? What y'all think? Because see, I hear a lot of ladies talking about the reason why they ain't got no man, because these men, they on the DL, they gay and all that. Okay, well, let's find out. We're going to start with the first caller, 3699. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Well, I just want to start out with this. Those are obvious signs, the aggression, the hostility towards women. Those are the obvious signs that we all pay attention to, the red flags. But she never mentioned all DL men are not feminine. They're not woman haters. They don't flick their wrist around and walk with a switch and do duck lips and pictures. Some DL men are very masculine. They're very masculine. And that's why they have names. They have top and they have bottom. Okay. The tops are more masculine and the bottoms are more feminine. And they don't walk around and act, as they say, sweet and, they're men that like men. And a lot of them are masculine and they have wives and girlfriends and children. And it's not so obvious and easy to pick up on. You have to really pay attention. She had a lot of good points, but it's not always obvious. You have to almost play secret agent and catch them. You got to, if you suspect something, you got to start digging and, start playing secret agent,
Okay. All right. 9433. I need some new callers, y'all.
Mark, yes, all of them are red flags. All of those are red flags, but I can totally agree with my other. I can agree with my other sister. She just said it could actually be some real men out here with some good careers, and that could be right on the deal. Oh,
okay, that's all you got to say?
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Okay, next caller. 0069. I believe that's Dr. D. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Martin. Hello, everyone. What I want to do is I want to listen to all the ladies' opinion first before I make my opinion. Is that okay?
Okay. I guess that's okay, I guess.
What's the nerve?
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
9743. Come on, caller. 9743. Last 4 digits of your telephone number.
All right, Martin, it's me.
Uh-oh, I know who me is. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's her observation of it. I see them come through the clinic all the time, and they look like women, and I look up and turn around, and it's a man. You know, we got to be careful. You got to ask questions. You know, a lot of this is nothing but Satan. That's all it really is. Just call it what it is. It's the devil. Because God made you what you are to be. And if you change that, then that's where the confusion comes. The world puts its own spin to say it's what you want to be. Well, yes, God gives you choices. But you got to be careful when you're dealing with this because you don't know who is who. Now, you can look at the neck and you can look at the face, frontal lobe, everything. You can tell if it's a man. Some of them have gone to the point of even having extensive surgery.
Doc, that ain't what that ain't what we're talking. We're talking about how to identify a DL brother. We ain't talking about a transgender.
I was just saying that I was getting to that, Mark.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
I was getting to that.
Go ahead. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Go ahead.
Okay. You have to pay attention. That was my point. You have to pay attention, looking at everything. Because they do go through surgeries. And it's very hard sometimes, depending on who it is. I know because I have a few of them in my family that it went through the changes. There's some that actually, pretend to be on a DL. You know, I've had co-workers that had to almost kill somebody. This is serious. So you got to ask questions, how they look, how they present themselves, and how they speak is a whole metaphor of you understand they download. Now, they could be in one mass, look like a fine brother, and turn around later on at night and be something totally different. That's the whole thing. So that's it. I'm out.
All right. Next caller, 8471. Last 4 digits.
Hey, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, my friend. You call in. You got Go ahead. Come on, talk to us.
So I think this young lady is absolutely correct with those 15 signs. I think she nailed it. She absolutely nailed it. And I want to rebuttal with a small story because she actually said at the end as well that we have to be prayed up and we have to ask God for discernment. I dated a guy who was a perfect gentleman, opened doors, paid for meals, treated me with respect. We was out in public when he introduced me to people, all that good stuff. He was mentally abusive as well. Let me say that. So he wasn't a perfect man, but he was mentally abusive. And he had male friends, and they were always very super manly men, like not like super egotistical men, but just regular, snuggler men who met up and talked and all that. And I always assumed they were talking business, like money making business. And he also was a very serious guy. So he was a guy that you would never really see him laugh. Like you might see him smile every now and then, but he never really laughed. He was one of them very serious, mafia type of men. One time I had a dream that I go in this house, and it's a big, beautiful house. I think they having a barbecue or something. There's some type of event going on. And I'm looking for him because I can tell we came together. And I'm going to just say his name is James. So I'm in the house looking for James. There's a lot of people there. Then I finally walk up to this bedroom upstairs. I randomly pop into this weird bedroom. When I open the door, James is laying in the bed. One man on one side, one man on the other side. They don't have on clothes. They're underneath the covers. And James has never looked so relaxed in my life. He looked so comfortable and at peace. And when I opened the door, I said, dang. He was so annoyed. Like, what the fuck do this bitch want? Like, for him to go from looking like he is tranquil and at peace, and then when I called his name, I saw him in bed with a man and how he just looked uber annoyed, God didn't have to tell me nothing else. And I didn't even dig deeper. That man was gay. Yeah, when I really think back on the past about like him and his friends being in like private, the way they used to talk, and then the way he used to always definitely be like a super gentleman, but still always used to be like, ain't no bitch control me, pussy don't control me. He used to say that a lot. And I look back now and I'm like, that man was gay. We were together for 6 months, only had sex twice. He never pressured me for sex. Never. And the few times we did have sex was like we were out of town and I happened to have been drunk and I to my knowledge we had sex, but shit, we fucked around, probably never had sex.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh.
No, but for real.
Lord forgive me. I ain't mean to laugh. Say that again. I ain't mean to laugh.
Listen. The last time we supposedly had sex, I remember I was so drunk, I was sucking his dick for like 10 minutes, but I don't remember what happened after that. I don't know if I fell asleep on it or what.
Hey, this is live, uncut, unedited.
That young lady said. That's what she said. You pay for discernment. Discernment has always been like my gift, and God be telling me something about people I don't even want to know. And God showed me in that dream, because that man I ain't never seen him look so joyous laying in the bed with two men.
Ladies, y'all pretend like I'm not here. I'm just moderating it. Forgive me for laughing, y'all, but I had to laugh. I just couldn't. That was just too. Dr. D, you want to talk now or you want to wait? Dr. D? But anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The thing is that, and I have my best friend here as well, Latoya. She's here as well.
Well, tell her to call in.
You know, the DL
hold on. Tell your friend to call in.
She'll call in.
Tell her to call in.
She'll call in.
Okay.
You know, this has been going on for years. This is not something that started years ago. We actually just sitting here talking about all the drag queens that we know of, that we grew up with, and some of the guys that's on the DL. And nowadays, I'm sorry not to be disrespectful, but it's almost like you can tell that the man is interested in another man. So why is it a surprise? Like, if you pay attention and stop talking so much, you should be able to see that man is really not interested in you. He's interested in a man, especially if you want to constantly have sex with you annually. If you want to have anal sex all the time, something is wrong. He shows the signs. I'm listening to the women. I'm listening to the video. And I'm like, this is nothing new. This been going on for years. That's why I said I want to listen to all the women, what they had to say first. And then I'll make my comment, because I'm sorry, you guys, it didn't start yesterday. This been going on for years. And you really have to pay attention to the signs. So I want more women to call in and see what they have to say, Mr. Martin. I'm going to go back on mute, sir.
Tell your friend to call in. They're sitting with you. How about a call in?
Okay.
Yeah, how about a call in? Okay, that'd be great. I need more women. 872-299-0808. My last caller, boy, she got me, boy, 8471. Lord have mercy, boy. She went live uncut, unedited with me. And I'm trying not to be here, but I'm here, by me being the host. Remember, we're looking for women only. No men. Now, men, you can comment in the section. Okay, this is not discriminating against men, but I just wanted to get this out here. I hear a lot of ladies always talking about, ain't no men out here. They all on the DL and all that. Not every man now. Not everyone. Okay. 3699, you said you had something to say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Another red flag is a very promiscuous man. He's not, very promiscuous. He's always hopping from bed to bed. You know, you got 50 women. It's not enough time in a day for an adult male to be jumping from bed to bed, and you know, somebody's gonna come up short. You know, high promiscuity. That's being promiscuous. That's an issue. That's a red flag for a DL man too. Always, you know, he got several women. You know, just sleeping around, just promiscuous, can't keep it in his pants. That's a red flag as well. A lot of people think that he's a ladies' man. No, he's trying to hide and reassure himself. You know, he's got to try to convince himself that he don't like what he likes. And another red flag with these men is you guys. A lot of women think, "Oh, he's so cold. He's so dogmatic. The way he treats you, the way he talks to you." No, there's so much disdain for you. He's using you as a beard. He can't stand you. He's disgusted by you. He just needs you so he can hide behind you in public. So his family won't know. You know, family, friends, and all that kind of stuff. But when you catch those guys that sit up and talk, I don't care. Like
you break it up a little bit. You break it up. You break it up a little bit. It's okay.
You catch that guy that sit up and talk that stuff, and you know, you gotta listen. Like that lady said, all I want.
You still breaking up. It's like it's, you know, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, but
I don't know why. I don't know why. I'll mention it later. Somebody else can go ahead.
Okay. All right. I want to. What you say?
Do you have a new caller?
No, I'm just finna call on you because you made it interesting. Come on, friend.
So I would say another sign definitely is men who like really, like the young lady said, you know, like really look for validation from other men. To kind of counter that is like how men are always with other men as well. Like it's nothing wrong with men having male friends, especially like healthy male relationships. But when they always like fellas night with the guys, like always with men, sometimes that can be a red flag as well. Because I used to be like a little massage girl at poker parties, which, you know, will always be all men. And I remember hearing stories of the men as they talking about how I remember this one guy in particular was talking about how he basically treated his woman like a Barbie doll. This is somebody that was like his wife. And he was talking about how he bound her these clothes and she don't be wanting to wear this, she don't be wanting to wear that, and he's trying to upgrade her style. And he would say the same thing about like his daughter as well. So I never really looked at anything being wrong with that. You know, like clearly he might like fashion. He liked dressing up his daughter. He liked dressing up his wife. I didn't think nothing was wrong with it. But then, just like Smokey said on Friday, the weed be letting you know. One time I walked in there high. And the weed do be letting you know. I walked in there high and I'm giving the people massages. Now I'm finally noticing 2 men go like at a time and go to the bathroom.
Oh no!
Hold on, say that again.
Go to the bathroom at a time.
I missed that.
I said I came in there high one day and I noticed. I'm finally noticing this stuff that 2 men going to the bathroom at a time. And then they coming back. And then next, you know, it'll be another 2 men going to the bathroom at another time, because it was always guys sitting on the couch watching TV and then some guys playing poker. And they would be slipping in and slipping out. And you know, when you high, you know, you might think you being extra paranoid, but sometimes that shit really do be just having you really in sync with what's going on. And I showed, so I said, all these niggas gay. This is crazy.
Wow, this is deep, people. Yeah. This is deep.
Yes, deep.
This is deep.
Am I breaking up, Phil Mark?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead. Perfect now. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because I got a text message telling me to cut my Wi-Fi off. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, a red flag is men who are promiscuous. You every time you see him, he's with a different woman. Just that's a red flag. And a lot of women think, and a lot of men, straight men think, oh, that dude a player. Ooh, he be dropping them. He treat them like they nothing. Yeah, he does treat them like they're nothing, because to him mean nothing. They're nothing more than a beard. And if you don't know what a beard is, it's to cover up your face. You know, men, you have facial hair like a beard, and that's what they call women that men seek out and go and get to hide the fact that they're on the DL and that they're, you know, into other men. She's a beard. And, you know, you see these guys and, they, you know, they're talking slick, and I don't care nothing about a female abroad can beat her feet and she can get 50 feet away from me and I ain't giving her nothing. Those are men that really like men. And it's not that he's such a player and that he like men. And he really can't stand these women, but he needs them. He needs them to cover up what and who he really is. It's not that he's such a player and he's this and he's that and, oh, I can get one tomorrow. No, you use women to cover up who you really are and what you really like. That's why you can treat women the way you treat them. That's why. Because you know you don't like them. You have a preference, and it's not a woman. Trying to tell you.
Okay. Okay. 9433.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Marty.
Let me hear from you.
I think it's a lot of men on the down low, and they use this women for fun.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to this.
The men.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
I said, especially the men that like anal sex. Those are the real big. I'm gonna call them the alphabet committee.
Well, so you saying if they like it in the rear end or do it in the rear end, that's a one sign of they.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a red flag all again.
Okay.
I'll tell you something else too, you guys. The CDC is reporting. It's two things that they reported recently during the pandemic and after. That monkeypox disease was affiliated, and the CDC had associated it with man-on-man sex, and the uprising of syphilis. Syphilis is it has been by the CDC, okay, Center for Disease Control, and it's out of control. There's an uprising of the syphilis. Syphilis is a STD that has a high alarming rate in the man-on-man, relationship community, syphilis. So it's something. I mean, women can get it too, but it spreads because it's in the gay community. It's not just HIV; it's syphilis as well, and they associated that monkeypox with men, gay men as well. You can pull it up and read it. I know Dr. Davis is on here, so I'm sure she can pull it up really quick.
Let me ask you a question, ladies. So, have you guys ever dealt with somebody that you suspected was a DL brother?
Oh, yes. I have looked sideways like, something ain't right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what indications did they gave you?
He was promiscuous.
Okay.
He didn't have. It was like he didn't have no type of. I started like this. That lady said. I started paying attention to stuff, and he was promiscuous, and he didn't have no. Towards it just wasn't normal. It was like this. It was a high alarm going off in my mind. I just couldn't get away from it. It was gnashing away at me. I just biting and nicking and gnashing away, and I had to get away from there. It was, and don't get me wrong, he was very masculine, but it was just something that he was so promiscuous, and he couldn't stay. It was always a bunch of women, and it just was not right.
So
it was just something not right about him.
In your judgment, a man that sleeps with a lot of women, he's a suspect of being DL. Is it in your book?
Yes, from what I know.
Okay, from what you know.
Having men friends that are, from what I know, yes, the ones that are afraid to come out and they're on the low DL, yeah. It's like it's a psychological issue that they really have. They keep trying to. It's like a person that smokes a pipe. They're chasing Jason. They're looking for that first time hit, you know. And it's the same thing with these men that are on the DL. They have to keep going through these women because I'm not gay if I like a lot of women. People won't see me.
But you know what?
I am.
Let me say that in the defense of men. I know I'm supposed to be talking. Now, you got men that sleep with a lot of women that have never slept with a man. You got some of them have never slept with a man. Don't desire. So let me just say something. A lot of women, y'all do get it wrong a lot of times about men. I can say that. I mean, I know y'all have y'all suspicious, but sometimes you don't be right. I know you have your suspicious.
Not all the time.
But
not all the time.
okay, I just want to say that. I just want to say that. We're gonna go. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
Also, I wanted to say, I personally think the ones that do a whole lot of time in jail, I think
they do a whole lot of what?
They come. I
she
think
said they do a whole lot of time in jail.
Oh, okay.
I think those who do the whole lot of time in jail, they really come out gay.
Well, they don't have to do a lot of time. They be in there doing small little bits. They call it, what do they call it? Gay for the stay?
Yeah.
And when Marshall, I'm not lying, it's called gay for the stay. And then when they hit the world, they bring in that mess back to their wives and baby mamas and girlfriends.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised on who was in there bending down and getting on their feet. Straight callers, bosses. People fear some of these men on these streets, and they be in there laid up trying to tell you.
So I want to ask the women that's on this panel: are you guys single? And who got a wife? Who got a husband? I mean, anybody got a husband on here?
I do.
You got one? Okay.
You know I do, Mark.
I know you do. I'm just asking the general question. Okay. Because see, sometimes sometimes women use that excuse to say that there's no good men out here. Because in their mind, they think everybody's on the DL. And they use that. And some women really believe that every man is DL. They believe that. Yeah. So let's play a little bit of this video, y'all. Okay, let's play a little.
I'm gonna give you 15 signs that the person you're dealing with or a man might be on a DL. Not all of them singularly are indicative that a person is on a DL, but if they're coupled with multiple things on this list, then he's more than likely on a DL. Keep in mind, I'm not trying to humiliate anyone or expose anyone. I'm sorry I had to remake this video, but I had to make sure I give you the nitty gritty. He's super aggressive and super violent. That is a huge trait of men on the DL. But I will say this: not all men on the DL are violent.
All right, hold it right there. We're gonna walk through this. Now, she said the first one is super aggressive and violent. But then she turned around and said, not all men. That may not be the case. And notice she just said these are the signs of a DL brother. So what do you guys have to say about that? Let me hear from 8471, my friend. What do you guys say about that? It's super aggressive and violent. What's your thoughts on that?
To me, that's very similar to like sleeping with a lot of men. So I mean, sleep with a lot of women. So you do have men that are super aggressive and violent, and you do have men that sleep that are very promiscuous. But the flip side of that can also mean that there's another deeply rooted issue. You know, so it's not always that they mad all the time or sleep with a lot of women because they really want to sleep with men. It's more so there's always other issues because for whatever reason, for one, you don't find value in a woman, so you put your hands on her, and then with the sleeping around part, you don't find value within yourself, so you give yourself to everybody. So that's not always a DL trait. That's why she kind of confirmed it to try to let people know, like, just because they may display these behaviors, it's not me they're on the DL.
Okay.
And also, I wanted to kind of answer that last question about like, have you ever, intentionally slept with somebody that was bisexual?
Go ahead.
At one point in time, this is void currently, but at one point in time, I used to definitely be like, I'm okay with being with a man that's bisexual as long as he's honest with himself and honest with me. Don't feel like that currently. Let me say that now. But at one point in time, when I was, dating out of lack and not knowing my worth and feeling like this was the bottom of the barrel, accepted. Yes, that was the thing. Not a thing now. And then also with the whole, like I said, this behavior don't always mean that. So a lot of times, men are just truly struggling with the fact that they have these spirits of perversion on them that makes them think that they want to sleep with a man, but that don't necessarily mean they're on the DL. Like they haven't actively done it. Like I messed with a guy once where he was very like I noticed we had never laid down and had sex, but we had phone sex once. And we had never, like I said, we never laid down, but that first time we had phone sex, I noticed his like infatuation with me wanting to touch my back door. And that just instantly was a weird flag for me because you want to see that as if like this vagina just don't look good enough. And then when I did interact with the back door, you was like, yeah, take it like a G. I'm like, whoa.
What?
A G?
Like, take it like a G.
Yeah, so, but I will say this man, he didn't give me the vibe that he's going to DL, but he definitely gave me the vibe as if like he probably struggled with that demon for a very long time. But probably never acted on it because he don't even want to believe it, but he really just needs to be saved. Like the lady just said, it ain't nothing but the devil. That's all it is. Because you can totally get delivered from that spirit, and some people truly are fighting it and haven't acted on it.
Okay.
Martin.
Yeah.
I had a guy that I was dating, and he actually knocked on my door and told me that the guy that I was dating was going to get him oral sex.
I know. Repeat that again.
I said I was dating a guy at the time, and I had a guy knock on my door and told me he wanted to get a guy that I was dating oral sex.
Was he?
I was like, whoa. Whoa.
Was he a masculine guy looking? Was he?
No, he had been in jail for some time, and he had actually.
What made him so? Hold on. What made him so comfortable that he can talk to you like that?
I mean, he just came on out and told me, and I'm like,
was y'all friends or what was it?
No, I was dating the guy, and I guess that the guy was seeing. I guess they was seeing each other. I guess he was playing it off. So he knocked on my door one day and was like, "He gonna suck I'm gonna suck this," and I was like, "Whoa, it's time for me to go."
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just brought back a good memory. Yeah, so they can be funny with the women and going all the time. They just in the back door.
Okay.
That's what they want.
Let's go to number 2.
Of a person that's on the DL right now, and that man is super respectful to women. He absolutely loves women. He just ain't came out yet. Number 2, a revolving door of new friends that came out of nowhere. And they just professing this love for this friend, and you like, where the hell did they come from? This person I was dealing with always had a revolving door of new friends that he loved so much, and I used to wonder where the hell did that person come from. Number 3.
Hold it. Can anybody explain number 2 for me? That's kind of weird. Ladies, can you guys explain number 2, what she just said? Anybody can explain number 2? Want me to replay it?
Yeah, replay it.
Okay, let me replay it. So I want to know the number 2. Let's see. Hold on, let me see.
Respectful to women. He absolutely loves women.
Oh, the number 2. Let me go back just a little bit.
Yeah, right now, and that man is super respectful to women. He absolutely loves women. He just ain't came out yet. Number 2, a revolving door of new friends that came out of nowhere. And they just professing this love for this friend, and you like, where the hell did they come from? This person I was dealing with always had a revolving door of new friends that he loved so much, and I used to wonder where the hell did that person come from. Number 3,
All right,
inappropriate friendship.
Can y'all explain that to me? Now that one kind of flew over my head. Maybe y'all ladies can help me out with that one.
So I cannot personally say that I have seen this before because I feel like you got to be in like close relation for a guy to always be telling you about his friend. But it kind of makes sense, and I can put you in the headspace of, let's say he is on the DL, and like when you like don't know, when you think he's somewhere that when you think he's somewhere that he said he's gonna be, he's really like up north in Boys Town, hanging out with motherfuckers and hooking up. So I can see some of the guys that he's hooking up with. Now he like come home and be like bringing them up, so then the name won't be so unfamiliar to you. Like if y'all start hanging out, so he really be like telling the truth without telling the truth. But he probably do be like talking about this new nigga he just met, and he absolutely love him because they had sex, but he's omitting a lot of things so he can seem like he's just a friend.
Okay.
You feel me?
I feel okay.
It's kind of like it's kind of like when they say a man is cheating on you, he'll come to you with like scenarios, but say it's his friend going through it when it's really him. So he'd be like, damn, ain't that crazy? Christopher and his girl just got into it because she just found out he been having sex parties. And it's really him that's doing it. He just kind of see what your response is going to be.
Anybody else? Okay, number 3.
The friends are acting more like they're in relationships with them than they are friends. The friends acting super jealous about them, and they acting super jealous about their friend when it comes to their dating partners or just anything in general. Number 4, hiding friends from you.
Number 3. Get that number. Y'all know about that number 3? That's deep. That's deep. That is.
I can say something about this.
Come on with it, friend.
So this guy, a part of a cigar lounge group of men. I don't think the man that I was dating is on the DL, but I think one of the guys in the group is on the DL. So one time, me and my guy went to the cigar lounge, and I met this is like my first time him meeting all his friends. So I'm noticing out of all his friends, this one guy just giving me this gay vibes. He's not like acting gay, acting flamboyant. But I just, like I said, I got discernment, so I'm picking up on the spirits, and I'm like, he's gay. So then a couple minutes later, after we all chilling, he like randomly starts talking about how, I should be happy that I'm here. This is a covenant that we have here. This is a sacred relationship. And I'm like, why do it sound like he's jealous that I'm with this nigga? Like, because he was like, oh yeah, you here with him. He the man in this crew, and we got a sacred relationship. And I'm looking, me and my guy looking at each other, and I'm looking at him just like, just in awe, because I'm just like, damn, you really jealous that I'm sitting here with him. Later that night, we make it to the house. He get on the phone with one of his guys, like making sure they all made it home. And one of them, like, you saw, like, basically talking about the guy that I think is gay, like talking about how he had pointed out how he was talking about sacred this and sacred that, like me and the gay man's group. And then my guy told his friend, like, yeah, my girl just said that she thinks he's gay. And they had already had conversations in the group about it, like they think he's on a DL, and they've actually come to him like, you can just say it. And he just like denies it.
Oh well, whew, that's deep. Next one.
Talk about them all the time. You've never met them and you never talk to them. Something is up with that. And a lot of DL dudes would do that because they don't want you to get around that person and peep out that they have an inappropriate relationship. Number 5, being in spaces where homosexuality is the lifestyle and being in those spaces frequently. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like heterosexual men can't be friends with gay people. But if a man is claiming to be heterosexual and constantly is being in spaces where homosexuality is the lifestyle, like gay clubs all the time, something's going on with that man. Number 6.
What y'all think about that? Anybody think about that number?
It's true.
Okay.
True, because if I'm a woman that like men, why would I constantly be going to gay bars? Or why would I constantly like going to get my hair done with a whole bunch of studs or constantly being in Facebook with them? So that's basically putting myself in a situation where they're gonna hit on me. And I don't want it. I ain't gotta hate it, but why I don't have to be around it either.
Well, can I throw a monkey wrench in the program? Is it, do you believe that straight men should be at the Pride Parade? I'm just asking the question.
Their family or child or something.
I personally don't. Maybe like if his son is gay and he want to support, maybe. But if you're a straight man or even a straight woman at a pride parade, what are you doing there?
Yeah, I have a lot of gay friends. My godson is bisexual, and I've never gone to a pride parade.
Correct, because
he's never asked.
Like, you know, everybody there gonna be gay, so why would you put yourself in a situation where somebody gonna hit on you that you don't want to? Like, for what?
Because it goes down at the gay parade, honey.
Okay.
I get the video.
All right, man. No, this is how the women feeling now. This is what the women are saying. Now I ain't make this up. We go to the next step.
6. Pay attention to his mannerisms. Something that I kind of thought was weird, but I didn't really speak much on was his mannerisms. He always had his hands up, like pooching his lips in pictures and stuff that look kind of odd sometimes. So pay attention to the mannerisms. This is not always indicative of being on the DL, but it can be coupled with other things on the list. Pay attention to the friends list. If his social media has a lot of gay men, trans women, and stud-like women on there, something's going on with that. I remember going through the friend list one time, and somebody's caption on their page that was liking all their pictures was a DL nigga in the blank state that I lived in at the time, looking for DL eggplant. This is the caption of a person that was liking all that man's pictures. Y'all do the math. Another thing that could possibly be indicative that a man is on the DL is they have no preference. And I'm not talking about the way a person looks or their type. I'm talking about or height and color, not this stuff. Like, they don't care about having sex with an old person, a young person, a crackhead.
What you say, friend?
They'll sleep with anything.
Okay, anything.
Like that guy that'll sleep with anything is the same one that'll be like that, let a crackhead suck his dick. Sorry, this is a family show.
Hey, listen, tell the truth, Shane the devil. Listen, that's what I want the women on here. You know, this is, hey, you know, men, I love y'all. I'm a man, but I'm basically, you know, I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm just let them do their thing, say their thing. All right, let's get on.
Yeah, a disabled person, somebody just extremely obese, and just any type of person. If they're willing to have sex with young, old women that look like men, like, they probably will sleep with a man because they probably have a spirit of perversion. Number 9, pay attention to their perversions and sexual kinks. If a person is only wanting to do backyard sex with you and you have an entry that is perfectly functioning, something is going on. If a person wants to watch other men when they have sex with you, something is going on. Number 10, I know I just said this.
All right, people, what do y'all think about that backyard sex? Only, you know?
All the time, yeah, something's going on. Every time you turn around, he wants, something wrong.
Okay.
Yep. That's a red flag.
And if you only want to always hit it from the back, that's another one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another.
You don't even want to see your face.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be laughing. I ain't never heard that one before, though.
Right.
I ain't never heard that one before. I guess so. Okay.
It's like y'all always do the same two positions.
Okay.
You know, versus him like being very adamant, like turn over, like every time, bro.
Man, y'all hear these women? As you see what they say about us? All right.
A
Oh,
smart
also,
mouth.
another sign is every time y'all do it, one of y'all intoxicated. Like he's making his business to make sure you either gonna be drunk or he either gonna be drunk.
I ain't never heard that one. I guess I ain't never heard that one. I'm learning something.
Intoxicated sex.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What about if a man use toys on his woman?
No, that's not good. If you using toys on her, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, I just asked a question because you know
Right.
yeah, okay. All right, I just want to ask a question. All right. Let's go to 10.
He a freak.
Yeah.
If you use the toy, he always want to stick it in your ass, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, he a freak.
Well, you know, some women like it in the back door, the rear end.
I said always.
Okay. All right. Let's go to 10.
But backyard sex. If you into backyard sex, that's your thing. But there is something going on with a man that only wants to have sex with you in the backyard when you have a perfectly functioning other entry. So you meaning to tell me you only want my backyard? Something's going on with that, sis. Number 11. Their views on women. If they only view women in a negative light, always speaking negatively about women, always bashing women, like if you feel this way about women, then why are you with one? You obviously need a man. Number 12. Constantly seeking male validation and approval. This could be a father wound, but this coupled with many other things on this list is more than likely he is DL. He got some things going on, because there's no way that you going out your way to strive for male validation when you claim that you like women. That is crazy. Number 13. Always concerned with who is gay and who is on the DL. If you are not gay, then what does it matter if somebody's gay? Because you ain't planning on sleeping with them, is you? See? Yeah, that big fat red flag. The person that I was dealing with, I always knew about who was on the DL, and I was always wondering, how in the world do you know? Number 14. Always in competition with women. Hate to see women successful. Hate to see women doing good. And always want to win against some woman. Something is going on with that. Not necessarily always meaning that the man is DL. But like I said with the other points, if it's coupled with multiple things on this list, that man is more than likely on the down low. Number 15. And I know a lot of y'all have heard some men say this, that they're battling demons. This is not always indicative that a man is on the DL, but a lot of times that man is not battling demons. And the demon he is battling is the fact he can't accept that he gay. So, y'all, pay attention to these signs. Ask God for discernment and pray. When you start dating or dealing with people, you got to ask God what's going on with the heart of that man. So, y'all be well, stay prayed up, and protect yourself most of all.
All right. Wow. Woo. That was a whole lot there, wasn't it? Whole lot. Come on with it. Come on with it.
I think this is more so for like men under 30. Like I see this a lot in the younger guys, like the real young niggas that's like, dreadheads and ass out with their skinny jeans. What I see a lot is they do a lot of double dates. They really be in love with their homeboy. That's what it be. And then they be dogging the women that they out with just on some like, look how I can tell whatever, and she gonna stay here, whatever. But I'm really in love with you. I see that a lot with the younger guys. You don't really see that with the older guys, but with the young guys, all of them younger, they all lost. They all lost. All the ones that look all alike with the same shoes, same skinny pants, ass out, they're all like that.
What about the tattoos all on them and everything?
They love hanging with the tattoos. Don't matter. They love hanging with their boys. That's that validation point.
Wow. Whoo, this is deep. Y'all see what these women think of us men? Wow. That's a lot, boy. That's a lot. That is a lot. Anybody else want to say something? Y'all let the cat out the bag tonight, boy.
I'm gonna say my last thing.
Okay, go ahead.
No, she can go. Let her talk, please.
No, we gonna still go.
Just saying,
Go ahead,
yeah,
sis.
yeah, yeah. He said we left the cat out the bag, but he the one holding the damn bag.
All right. Okay, Doc.
Well, the thing of it is, Mark and the panel and everyone that's on here listening, that women cannot be so desperate to want a man. They cannot be so desperate to want a penis. They have to pay attention to the man. Is this man a man? Is he for a man or is he for a woman? And I have noticed in my clinical studies and being around, doing so much therapy, that women are so desperate and so they'll take anything just to say they have men. So they really have to just pay attention to these men and see what they really want. Because I tell everyone, you don't know what a man wants until you see him with it. Not with her or him, but with it. You do not know. So you have to pay attention. And you know what's interesting is that, men nowadays are really coming out. They're really coming out. It's bisexuals, LGBTQI community. They are really coming out. But a lot of people, including women, they have an identity disorder. And they do not want to accept who they are because their family do not accept who they are. I have a lot of those. They love who they are, but they don't accept it because their family don't accept it. And they lose their sight on that. But you do not know a man that's DL, but pay attention to his moves. And the red flags are there, as my best friend just said, that she's not ready to call in. The red flags are there, so you just have to pay attention, ladies. All I can say is you all have to pay attention and be weary and be careful. But a lot of men are coming out and a lot of women are coming out as well. But they still have an issue with an identity disorder. And I want to say good night to everyone. And please pay attention to what you're dealing with because you can still catch all kind of viral diseases and disorders. And it kind of mess with your mental as well. Because you think you're marrying a man that really is for you, or dating a man or a woman that's for you, and that those individuals are not for you. So you have to be really careful and pay attention. Thank you, Mr. Mark Johnson.
Okay. Oh, I need some more ladies to call in. Yeah. Anybody else come on talk? Go ahead. Come on.
I wanted to say, and God will give you them red flags. You have to pay attention to all your red flags. He will put them in your face so you could pay attention to them.
Okay. Listen, is somebody sleep on him? Okay. Yeah, I think so. They sleep. I know who that is. Okay. All right. Listen. All right. Now, listen, people. Now these things, 15 things she named. Now, don't go home calling your boyfriend or husband or man a DL now. That's why on Martin's show they call you DL if you do it. Don't do that now. Please don't do that. You pray for ask God gave you discernment and all that. And some of you women are fine with your man being DL. Some women are fine with it. Some of them not. Some people are open with their sexuality and with their man's sexuality. Yeah. So anybody want to read some of these comments down there and comment on some of these comments on here? Some of these men are talking too. Somebody said, I watch a man in a wig on Facebook. He's not trying to transition. He's having sexual relationships with different men every day. It's a lot of men living double lives. But myself, I don't believe all men are bi or undercover. I believe it's being pushed in the atmosphere to brainwash or normalize. Is for lack of better wording convince. Okay. All right. My outspoken friend, 8471. Come on with it. What you got to say? You've been.
I'm going through the comments now.
Okay, if you see something in the comment that anybody on here that sees something that's on the panel, see something through the on the comments you want to comment on, that'd be perfect. Be perfect, because we just want to hear from women only.
Somebody said TD Jakes. They funny.
Oh, TD Jakes. Okay. Okay.
But nah, that's all I can say about that is discernment is everything. I mean, even if you are out here desperately dating, you got to have some type of discernment. And if you don't have that, when you learn that it's better to listen versus talk, people tell you exactly who they are in 3 months or less.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Man, I'm trying to go through some of these comments and I'm looking now. So let me see. Absolutely not. Heterosexual men cannot be friends with a gay man. Okay. Do y'all believe that? Heterosexual men cannot be friends with a gay man. What if that person... I disagree with that. What about if a person have a gay son or a gay uncle, or, you know? Yeah. Okay. This is deep here tonight, boy. This is deep. This is deep.
Let me ask you, Mr. Johnson, what made you get this subject on here?
Well, because the other day I tried to make the level make it level, because the women thought I was bashing against them, because I made a comparison with the Villain Sway women, showing that how they willing to come from another country and follow their husband or their boyfriend or their baby daddy to sleep on the floor, stinking floor and all that, in cold weather and all that. And I felt from my observation that that's a loyal type woman. And a lot of black women got offense when I said that. So they figure I was gay bashing. So what I did was today, I said, well, let me give me something that the women can talk about the men. So I try to make the level playing fair, in a sense. So that's why I chose this subject and all that. And I hear a lot of women always, I can't find no man, all these men out here gay, and they in jail and all that. No, it's men out here that's not gay and not in jail. Trust me. It's some definite men out here.
A lot of good. That's why it is some good men out here. It is some good men. But like I said the other day, if you got it, you better hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You gotta hold on to him. You gotta hold him tight.
Okay, because and you got to be in them circles. Now make sure you're a good woman now, looking for a good man now. Now, if you're a bad woman looking for a good man, that might not mix. That probably won't mix, because a lot of people looking for something good, but they're not good. That's a bad combination right there. Period.
Right. Wait, Mark, and your energy got enough. Your energy got enough. You just can't be soul time with. You can't be soul time with anybody. His energy got to be on the same level as yours. His energy got enough, because if his energy don't match, it's not gonna work at all.
Now, what if you got a nice guy and y'all energy match, but he like a little boy cat? And then what you gonna do? Hang or stay or leave?
No, I gotta go. I gotta leave you alone. Sorry. Then I'm just thinking my honey. You know what, man? I done got too old to play games. What I did in my 20s and 30s, I'm not doing in my 40s. I'm learning from all my mistakes, all what I have done. So I'm learning to do better. I'm asking God to make me better. I'm not perfect at all.
Mm.
And then life is too short.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta live your life to the fullest.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get somebody to ask for the call-in number. 872-299-0808. 872-297-6389. The number right over my head, people. You can use that number and call in. Call right over my head. That's one of the numbers. Call in if you want to call in and talk about, yeah. But some women, I don't know. Everybody gay in their eyes. So DL. I mean, they just use that as a thing to not having nobody. And you know, sometimes they need to look at themselves.
She might be projecting.
Huh?
She might be projecting. She might be projecting. She might actually be gay.
Okay.
I was just going to say that some of the time you have to evaluate yourself. You have to do a self check. You have to look in the mirror and you have to evaluate yourself.
Didn't y'all see that? Didn't y'all see that? It's a reel where a guy, he was in a relationship with a guy, and he lived with a woman, and he told a woman, "This is what it's gonna be. We all gonna be a family and all that." I don't know if that's a skit or whatever, but it's in real life.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that. Yeah, and he got his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
Right. Well, wow. So man, this is so deep, people.
I got another story.
Come on, let me hear.
Yeah, I'm no hold bar over here.
I'll tell you, Fred. I know you're gonna go in like this. Go ahead. I'd have been calling you up. Go ahead.
So I met this guy out of town. When I met him, the energy was there. Like the energy was like super like sexual. Like as soon as I met him, I was like, I already know what this might be. But mind you, he's from out of town. So like a whole year, I had him went back to that city. But we stayed having conversation on the phone, but it was still very friendly. Like I wasn't asking him what he had going on in his life, you know, on a personal level, vice versa. And we would talk very surface level about things. And for me, it was more so like I didn't really want to talk. I just wanted to see him. Like I knew what the energy was. So there wasn't a point of us talking and getting to know each other. I knew what it was. So whole year go past, finally go back to that city. I see him again. And we came like real close to like having sex, but then I guess like my plans went left, his plans went right, and then we just never met up. So fast forward to like 2 weeks later, he's drunk. I don't know it though. FaceTiming me like, come out to New Orleans. I'm about to send some money, and you about to come out there. And you about to come out here. I said, oh, say less. Let's go. So he sent me the money. I bought a flight. I go out there. But the flight was so last minute, and I'm telling him, like, well, what are the plans so I know what to wear? And he's like, don't bring nothing. I got everything. So I get there. He bought me an outfit. Like, we in the dressing room trying on clothes. He's basically dressing me, like telling me what he wants me to wear. I personally like when men can style me because sometimes I do feel overwhelmed when I'm shopping. And I do be wanting to see, like, what else can you do? Because I don't jump out the box with my fashion. Like, I know how to dress, but I don't jump out the box. I'm very, like, simple. So he's dressing me. And I do remember, just to throw this in there so I don't forget this, maybe like 5 months previous to that, he was talking about how him and his guys went to Atlanta and had a good time. And I remember him sending me a photo. And I told you about my discernment. In the photo, nothing looked suspicious, but God was like, they gay. Period. But mind you, I ain't think nothing of it because I didn't really care that much. And sometimes you don't be knowing if it's your own mind playing tricks on you because like niggas just be doing crazy ass shit, or if this is really like your intuition is very true, like they are gay. So I just remember like not really thinking nothing of it. So fast forward to we in the mall, he bought me the clothes, I look nice, we go out, and I remember he made sure I was drunk. I remember that one. And when we went out, the homeboys that was in the photo are the ones that came out with it, like they met us there. Well, their interactions didn't give me, like no red flags came up. But it was like a double date type of thing, you know, like me and him and then like his 2 guys, they 2 girls. And it just was what it was. So then, that night, I got drunk. We had sex for the first time. That night when I got drunk, we had sex. Next morning I wake up, I don't really remember much of it. And I do remember that next morning trying to like kiss him and do it again, just I didn't remember if it was good or not. And he was very like anti. He's like super like no. And I'm thinking in my head like, who turned down pussy in the morning? Like, who does that?
Mm.
So that was that. And then I went back I went back home. 2 weeks later, I'm about to be on my way back out there, and I'm at the airport. And at that time, I was okay with if a man was bisexual or not. At that time, I really was. But like I say, be honest with yourself so you can be honest with others. So I remember thinking like, damn, I never even asked him if he go both ways. Because to me, like, a straight man, yeah, he might feel some type of way that you ask him that. But he ain't going to be like so offended that he like, fuck you, bitch, and it's over. Because you asked him if he like men and women. So I remember thinking to myself, like, okay, I got to ask him before we have sex again because I never asked the first time. Go back out there. He in some type of mood for whatever reason. And it seemed like he probably had something else going on because it seemed like he was trying to pick an argument with me and then make it sound like it was my fault when he was mad. And I could say he was already mad about something else. So when I finally get there, like I say, the energy is off. And I'm like, whatever. So then I just randomly was like, you know what? Before we even get this weekend started, because I can fuck around and go right back home. I asked him, like, do you sleep with men and women or just women? He was so offended. I'm surprised he didn't kick me out the damn car, like from the airport to his house. Like, he was so offended, could not believe I could even fix my lips to ask him that. And he like, I don't give you the signs. And I'm like, oh, I think a straight man would ask, did I give you a sign to make you think that? They wouldn't tell me that they ain't giving me no signs. Because that lets me know now you're thinking about the way that you're acting around me. Like I said, he was super duper offended. And then I ended up staying like for like one more day, like, because he ended up taking a nap. We went out that night. He did something super disrespectful that made me feel like, okay, I don't need to be here. And then I ended up having friends there. So I slept in somebody else's house that night. And I eventually went home, cut that whole weekend short, and I went back home. And I started thinking about it. Like, you always talk about you going to Atlanta, then you want to move to San Francisco. That sounds like a gay man to me. And like I say, he was so offended, like super. Just it seemed like he was mad that he was exposed. That's really what it felt like.
Somebody said he
wasn't into me, Robert, because he was into men.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You know, he, as the lady said, he fighting them demons, huh?
Man,
hey, woo! Women, I don't know what to say about y'all. I know it's a shortage of men out here, though. My goodness, woo, man, it is. This conversation is real. This is, man. I knew that where this was gonna go. The men probably mad they can't call in, but sorry, man. I had to get it, ladies, this time. I had to give it to them. So, you know, I learned something too. Some things, I mean, and not necessarily everything was said on this live that was really true, but they just speaking their experience, and it may be true for their experience. You know, you got some men out here that like to sleep with a lot of women. Ain't gay. You got some men out here like to do anal sex. Ain't gay. You got some men out here. Let me talk, sister. Can I talk? All right, I'll let you come in.
Okay.
You got some men out here that's super aggressive, jealous. You know, hey, you got some men out here. You got some men out here, and they might be perceived as being gay. They get their nails done, you know, clear facial and all that. May be perceived as being gay. Some, you know, some men can be the woman cooking, cleaning, and all that. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I can say this out of respect. Black men and black women do compete against each other. I'm sorry. Y'all do. We do. We compete against each other. I see it all the time. I'm in them circles. But go ahead, my dear sister. Go ahead.
And I forgot to bring up this one. Some men will use their penis just to keep them a place to stay.
Yeah.
Knowing they not happy with their woman.
Of course. They land. Of course. But that don't mean they DL. Go ahead.
But they gonna use their penis to pay the bills, knowing they not healthy, and knowing that in a couple of months it's gonna catch up with you. So why would you use me for a place to stay when all you gotta do is go out there and get you a job and have your own place.
That is
But
their
you'd
job.
rather
That is their job
you
to put that penis on you. That's their job.
but you'd rather pretend like me because you know I'm well established, I'm well put together, that I got my stuff in order. So you'd rather eat in on me than to be truthful. So and knowing that we going both ways. No.
She said.
No.
She said those are homosexuals. They hobos. That sound like a Rolling Stone. That's what that sound like, a Rolling Stone. Where we lay his head. Don't listen. You got some man.
Like,
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold it, sister. You got some men out here that use women. You know, it's not DL about that. They use women. They need a place to stay. They're gonna do what they got to do. They know you getting that big income tax check. They're gonna act nice. They're gonna clean up and do all and hold you and caress you and tell you all the things that you want to hear. Try to get that money out of you. You know how it go when it get cold out there. It's cuffing season. It's too cold to be sleeping out on the bench in the park. So they want to get.
That terminology is correct. Rolling Stone. Terminology is correct.
Yeah.
But I think
hold it, sister. Go ahead, 8471. Go ahead.
I think the term Rolling Stone is definitely the correct terminology for that, but you got to remember I'm from a different generation, so we call them homosexuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, I get what she's alluding to. Those type of men who will, you know, use their penis to get what they want to do and sleep in your house and all that. Those same men do have the propensity to use their sexuality to get in further places in life. So sometimes those same men will be gay for pay because they're using their sexuality to
That's correct.
get to where they want to be. Same way a woman kind of would. A woman would kind of be, she'll play gay just to get whatever she wants out of whatever that situation is. So I have met men like in the workplace who are very promiscuous and very like will fuck your brains out. In the same way they physically freaking you, they like flirting with their managers that are men, so they can get further in life as well. It's kind of like the man that works at a gay bar. He using his sexuality and his good looks to make him money. He might not be DL, but he might. But if you give him enough money, he fucking around might be.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
The gay for pay.
Yeah. What about them strippers? The male strippers.
Same thing.
You know, the ladies go crazy about them, but
yeah, a lot of times they're gay for pay because you got to remember, like a lot of times people who in them professions or they're really kiss a lot of ass to get fired, or they will do sexual things for money. Those people don't have price tags. What actually they do, they don't have nothing but price tags. You name a price and they gonna do it.
Right. Totally agree.
Somebody wants to date a stripper, so they feel like she'll do anything for money.
Yep. Totally agree with you, sister.
Whew. Oh my God, this has been interesting tonight. I learned a lot tonight. What you ladies think of us men? Yeah, I learned a lot. I tell you. Now don't, hey ladies, now don't go listen to this thing and go home and break up with your husband now, your boyfriend. All that. Someone call him DL or gay and all. Don't do that now. We didn't put you together. You do your own investigation. Every case is different. Do your own investigation. You know, you might do a little going through his cell phone, check his social media, his inbox. You might have to do those things to find out. Because listen, some of them DL brothers, they real slick now. And I'm going to tell you that listen, some DL brothers will kill if they secret get out. They will kill you. Yeah. They would literally kill you. Some of them got families and stuff like that, and they will kill you if they secret get out. That's a deep, dark secret, especially if you got some receipts on them, some emails or some text messages and all that type of stuff. Man, that's something. So, this was a deep conversation, people. For the women, for the male women, there's male bashes. They love this conversation. For the bitter women, they love this conversation. They love it. And even some single men, some single women, they love this conversation. But this is real, people. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is live, uncut, unedited. We've been on here about an hour and a half, and it was very interesting. I learned some things today. And thank you guys. Thank you, Dr. D. Thank you, friend. Thank you, young lady. Thank you, Sharice. Thank you guys for all that called in. Appreciate you guys for your comment. Those that are in the comment list, thank you too as well. This is real, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. What
You
we tell
already
it.
know what it is. Live,
Uncut.
unedited. Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
And what?